The chairman of the House Judiciary Committee threatening to call Acting Attorney General Matt Whitaker back for more questioning. Congressman Jerry Nadler saying that he's not satisfied with Whitaker's testimony at today's firing and combative hearing. Let's discuss now. Congressman Jamie Raskin is here. He's a Maryland Democrat who is a member of the committee. I'm so glad you're on. Thank you, sir.
Thank you for having me, Don.
Whitaker tried to make clear that he did not speak to the president about the special counsel investigation, but there were a lot of questions that he would not answer. I'm guessing you're not satisfied with what you heard?
Well, yeah, basically he invoked some kind of quasi-presidential privilege or some sort of customary right that he thought he had not to talk about conversations that he had had about the Mueller investigation. But that was a principle he turned on and turned off. So there was no consistency in his testimony. And of course, right after saying he wasn't going to delve into the details of particular cases, he immediately started answering questions about the Roger Stone case and even throwing CNN into some conspiracy theory that they're ginning up over on the GOP side. So it was a very disappointing performance by the acting Attorney General of the United States of America, who was dodging and equivocating and filibustering. You know, we only get 5 minutes to answer questions, and so he obviously had been coached to speak for as long as possible on each question. He would start by saying, "Thank you so much for that very thoughtful question. I really want to tell you I know how important it is to you," and on, until finally members just start saying, "Stop thanking us for the questions, just answer the questions." So it was a disappointment overall.
Well, you had some fiery moments questioning the Attorney General, the Acting Attorney General. Let's take a look at it.
According to the Washington Post, in the 3 years after he arrived in Washington, Whitaker received more than $1.2 million as the leader of a charity that reported having no other employees.
You have challenged my character.
No, I'm asking you a question. I control this time, Mr. Whitaker. If you want to ask the chairman for time of your own, you can do it. This is my time. Mr. Whitaker, you don't run this committee. You don't run the Congress of the United States, and you don't run the Judiciary Committee.
You know, that is a tactic. People don't want to answer the question, right? They feign outrage. It's happened a lot over the last couple of years on this network and people that I've interviewed. Did today show why many have said the acting AG just isn't qualified for the job? There's a lot we don't know about him even now.
Well, he's superbly qualified for the job if the job is essentially to be a flunky for the President of the United States and to do whatever the President wants him to do. What I was asking him about actually was a really shocking and stunning reversal in an Office of Legal Counsel opinion, which has stood since 2011, which has said that there's a ban in federal law on internet sports gambling, but it doesn't apply to the states that are having their lottery online. And so, and a lot of states have done that. The person who hates that the most is Sheldon Adelson, because he views it as competition, and he spent more than $1 million lobbying Congress to try to get Congress to change it. Congress wouldn't change it, so then he went to the Department of Justice to try to lobby them and to use influence there to get them to change their interpretation of the law. And we believe that Whitaker was very much part of that when he was chief of staff to Sessions, and we know Sessions took part in it, and they got that reversal. And that's why I was trying to ask him, where did that $1.2 million come from to this mysterious charity that funneled the money to Whitaker before he went into the Department of Justice? I mean, who just pays you $1.2 million? So there's mystery money out there. Who paid him to go out to be a right-wing polemicist all over America? We don't know. And he wouldn't answer the question, and he filibustered
Didn't
us.
answer it. Yeah, he was upset that you're impugning his character. Thank you, Congressman.